As Clemens is giving Ripley an injection for her post-hypersleep nausea, a shadow drops down behind him. Both Ripley and Golik see, and Clemens notices them looking. He spins around as the alien grabs him, and a large chunk of curtain, by the sides of the head. He is lifted off his feet, and the curtain tears as he thrashes around, kicking over instrument trays. Golik and Ripley recoil as the alien's inner jaw punches a hole in Clemens' head just over his left eye, not unlike the attack on Raines. The creature then drops the medical officer and heads over to Ripley. She backs up against the wall, and the alien approaches her on all fours. She turns away from it as it opens its slavering mouth, and its inner jaw slowly slides out. Ripley shuts her eyes, thinking that fate has finally caught up with her, but it slowly retracts the jaw and backs off. It grabs Clemens' body, still wrapped up in the ruined curtain, and disappears into a ceiling vent. This is the first really good look we've had at this new alien, and we can see that it has no dorsal spike or tubes, and its legs, hind legs when on all fours, are similar to that of its host with an elongated foot. Why the spike and tubes are missing is not addressed at this point, nor is why it would attack Clemens and Raines standing, but approach Ripley on all fours. Ripley says later that she's never seen one like this before. It moves differently, though she doesn't offer any speculation as to why this might be, and no one mentions Spike the dog. The lack of spike and tubes may be to do with the alien's usual quadrupedal method of locomotion. The spike and tubes could interfere with the alien being able to turn its elongated head. However, the aliens on LV-426 also went around on all fours on occasion, and the tubes didn't seem to cause them any distress. In fact, in some shots in the ceiling crawl space and air ducts on Hadley's Hope, we can see that the tubes are in fact not rigid but flexible, therefore enabling the creatures to fit into tighter spaces. All previously seen aliens get around on two legs most of the time though, and while a question mark hangs over why this alien lacks the dorsal appendages, the most obvious theory at this point is that they interfere with its head, and coming from a dog, it usually goes around on four legs. Not knowing exactly what the tubes are for isn't much help here either. Also not addressed at this point is why the alien doesn't attack Ripley. It comes extremely close, brushing against her face as it extends its jaw, but isn't especially aggressive towards her, almost as if it's sussing her out. It also ignores Golik, an obvious target if ever there was one, being tied up to a bed. Note there is no blood on the inner jaw as it extends towards Ripley, even though it has just bitten into Clemens' head seconds before. As the blood isn't oozing out of the alien's mouth onto the floor, one can only assume this blood was ingested. Again, like Brett, we see the alien carrying off a dead victim. With the absence of a queen, this alien seems to be systematically killing the local populace off. For what purpose? Possibly for food, but yet again unknown.